Hi, just bear with me when it comes to my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I do want to address some of the comments about the 50-50 relationship video that I posted some weeks ago. So, for a woman to even agree to be in a 50-50 relationship, that means she has the money, she has the resources, otherwise she wouldn't agree with it. The problem is the man still expects her to clean the house, to cook and do the laundry. That's not fair. Why don't I just get a roommate? Because I am a single mom and I'm absolutely independent, and there is nothing a man can do that I cannot do for myself and for my child. So if a man is expecting me to pay 50-50 in all resources and I still have to clean and cook and all of that, why would I do that with a 50-50 man when I can do 100% for myself? Come on.
All right, to my viewers, if you don't remember this queen, that's all right. Up in the cards right now, you're going to see the link to the video of where I covered her previous video before, the one she's talking about here. Now, the short of it is she said that men who expect women to go 50-50 will not be respected by her, and they are betas. They're not an alpha, because a high-quality woman deserves an alpha. And I find that amazing coming from a single mother who believes that she is a high-quality woman. And as she is trying to do some damage control in this new video saying, oh, well, I was talking about, like a woman who's like strong and independent and she has the resources. She doesn't need to go 50-50. Well, if you don't need to go 50-50, what are you looking for a man for? You said it. You don't need a man. Get yourself a boy toy. Pay for the D. If you're that type of boss, babe, be the man you want. Act like the man that you want to have in your life. Become that man. I'm sorry, you can't get the best of both worlds. You can't act like a boss babe selectively and then act like a traditional woman who wants a man to do everything for her. It don't work that way, sweetheart. But let me help you out here. This gorilla has a crystal ball in front of him, and he sees that in your not so distant future, a lot of pumping and dumping, followed by tears of loneliness. How does that grab you for the attitudes of the, as you put it, real alphas and not the betas? Because the betas are the ones that you want, the ones that are going to settle for leftover pounded roast beef, aka not a brand new car. Moving on.
Here it is. I'm 40 and I'm single. How are y'all doing this? Oh, I have some stories though. Like, where are people's morals and values these days? Where are mine? Really? Maybe I'm worried about the wrong thing. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what I'm worried about. Maybe that's the problem. Am I done healing? Am I ready for this? Yeah, I'm just gonna get back to work and stop thinking about this. You know what's gonna be funny is when I watch this again next year to see how things have changed or unfolded. Peace.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Where are people's morals and values at the age of 40? Oh, I don't know, Colleen. Maybe they were left at the family court system when 70% plus of all you women put in for divorce and destroy your families. You know, the thing you're talking about? Morals and values as in keeping your vows? Or these queens love to throw those buzzwords of morals and values around, but they forget about the key things that women overwhelmingly are the ones that break. Here's a little refresher course for you. You remember that thing you did when you were wearing that wedding dress and you were standing up there? Maybe you forgot those words. For better, for worse. For richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do us part. Well, I guess that sounds awesome as long as, you're in tears and you're in front of your whole family and you're shining like the brightest princess you are. Fast forward 7, 10, 15, 20 years. Nah, those are more like guidelines. You want to find yourself and you want to get that divorce payday, along with subjecting that man to indentured servitude, aka alimony. And as you look into the bleakness of going into your old age with a high probability of living in poverty, accompanied by cats and a makeshift castle made out of empty boxes of wine, you can look back to these videos and continue to dodge accountability. But don't come back to the videos of this gorilla. Ooh, my words are just gonna sting. Moving on.
You guys, your girl has decided to open up her heart a little, and she's gonna go on a date today. I'm super excited. I've been talking to him for a couple of weeks. And he's been a gentleman, so I'm hoping he's the same way in person. We'll see how it goes. I'm actually running late right now. I'm supposed to be there already, but I'll let you guys know tomorrow how it goes. I'm going with no expectations. I'm 45. I'll be 46 next month. And I haven't gone on a date in 5 years. 5 years in July. So I'm super excited. Another thing I didn't tell you guys is I don't know if he knows about my TikTok. I haven't brought it up. He hasn't brought it up. So I don't know if he knows about it. Oh my god. And of course, I shouldn't even show you guys my nails. That's why I'm late. Because I was waiting for them to dry and look at. Oh my god, how embarrassing. And by the way, I know some of you guys worry about me. I have my location on with 3 of my daughters. And they have a picture of what he looks like. And I'm driving myself there. And I'm going to drive myself back. And I'm only going to have one drink. So I have a drink. What else? Yeah. I'll let you guys know how it goes tomorrow, right?
Erroneous! Erroneous! Erroneous on both counts.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, before I address anything else that she has said in this video, I want to drop a little bit of game for my younger viewers. Now, my more experienced viewers may disagree with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Some women, when they set up a date, a first date I mean, they intentionally get there late. And it's all part of a crap test that they do, either consciously or subconsciously, but they actually do it. Arriving late to a date, 10 minutes may be acceptable, but then some of these women will push it out to 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even 45 minutes. And in this gorilla's opinion, if a woman arrives to a date that you've planned out at least 4 days in advance, 30 plus minutes late, that is a get up and walk away level of a red flag. You shouldn't put up with that, because if you let that slide, trust me, it's only going to get worse. Now, to address her other points. She hasn't been on a date in 5 years? Yeah, I'd buy that. Again, more game. Women love to change the definition of words. You see, she could say a date is only officially a date if 5 or 6 parameters are met. If she just arrived at one place and didn't intend to meet a guy and they sat down and talked and then who knows if they smashed or not, well, that wasn't a date. That was just chance coincidence. That's why I'm a little bit sus with this 5-year time frame. And there are a couple other red flags I could just point out. The other thing was that she says, oh, I don't know if he knows about my TikTok or not. In other words, she knows that most men are not going to be cool with her putting their business on blast. And the last piece, which seems like a good idea, and it is, but it really is somewhat of a red flag. The constant updating with all 3 of her daughters throughout her entire date. Is that a good idea? Absolutely it is. But up to a certain point, then after that, it just becomes obsessively annoying to almost insulting to a man. Let this gorilla break it down. If you're on a date with this woman, and her daughters are constantly texting her, and she tells you, well, I told them where I was going to be at, I told them the location, they're all worried about me, and they keep writing, and I keep telling them what we're doing, what we're talking about, the things that you said, the things that I said. It just keeps coming up during a date. Okay, that's another red flag. Get up and walk away. Seriously. Because that shows you right there, number one, there's zero trust here. She says that he's a gentleman, but at the same time, you're treating him like a creep. Like, oh, I got to be super cautious with you. I need to tell everybody everything to make sure I'm 110% safe. And this gorilla completely understands that from a woman's perspective, it's her being safe. But from a man's perspective, he's going to pick this up as, this is some extreme traumatic baggage that you have. I don't know who did something to you, but you're treating me like I'm the guy who hurt you already. Another thing, it shows you off rip that she is acting like a 15-year-old girl on a date, having to check in with all her friends to see if they all have to give a thumbs up on your date. Which just shows you that her dating mentality is at the maturity level of her daughters. And if you're in your 40s dating, you don't want to deal with that. You're like, no, I left that behind. I like this thing called privacy and peace of mind. It's that I like to know that whatever happens between you and me stays between you and me. And these queens are the ones that have high demands because, they're totally worth it. Yep, and she could take those high demands straight to the retirement home by her lonesome. Moving on.
So I want to talk about dating after being married. So I got married when I was 18 years old. I had a son when I was 19 years old. We stayed together. We had a daughter. So I was older when I had my daughter. So my son and my daughter are 7 years apart. And he was all I knew since basically middle school, my ex. So unfortunately, things just didn't work out. And that's a whole different story for a whole nother day that I'll definitely share. But it's not to put anybody down or make anybody feel any kind of way. It's just going to be the raw truth and what it really was. Being married is very, it's just so much. It's a lot. It's a lot of never giving up. It's a lot of, but anyways, that's not what this is about. This is about dating.
Show of hands for everybody who knew. Bingo.
Hold up a second there, Colleen. Let me get this straight. You married the man that you knew since you were in middle school? Basically, your crush. Apparently, you were married for a very long time and you had children and everything, and you destroyed that. Now, I know you started off saying marriage is a lot of work, this and that. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. This girl has always said that. Marriage isn't the wedding or the honeymoon phase. Marriage is the long term. That's sacrifice. That's going the whole way. And by the way you look, it seems like you didn't have a rough life with him. It seems like he actually took pretty good care of you. I'm sorry. You don't look like a woman who was in this insufferable marriage. It sounds like it was just tough for you. Although we don't know all the details of your marriage. So far, it sounds like you actually had the marriage that most women say they want, but don't maintain. And I know that women will come on here and say, well, he cheated on me, so I left him. Hey, you know what? If you decide to leave him because he was unfaithful to you, more power to you. That was your decision. But that also means that you're going to have to deal with everything that comes afterwards. The dating that this Colleen is about to explain to us, which is rough to say the least, including the breaking up of your family, separating your children from their father, and you having to pay the bills. And guess what? The divorce payout plus the little alimony and child support, you're going to find a lot of times that's not going to cut it. You know? There is this thing called inflation, prices go up. And finding another man to step in to play stepdaddy, not as easy as it sounds. But let's hear what else she has to say.
So I'm just beside myself on how different, like, the men are these days. And women. Like, this isn't a man bashing thing at all. Everyone just seems to be dating each other. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's brand new. I feel like I'm real old school and I was married a long time. But to see like men wanting the women to like basically take care of them, and that's crazy. And then also like women just wanting men to do nothing but take care of them. That's also crazy. I don't know. I just want to know your guys' thoughts because this is a scary time in life right now to be dating. It really is. I just want to know your guys' thoughts like on dating now, like in 2025, and just especially if you're like older, my age, I'm 42, and if you started dating after, you know, like being married for so long and you're kind of just like seeing how it is out here. It's gross. It's awful. But I want to know if you have the same experience or if I'm just being drama or what.
Oh, well, Corinne, I'm glad that you asked, and this girl is going to answer. Let me tell you exactly what's going on here. See, you basically are making it sound like you're a soccer mom that decided, you know what, I want to leave my husband, I want to trade it in, and want to go back out there. And you were expecting to find a replacement for him super easy, super quick, because, you know, you were like, oh, it's got to be easy dating out there. My ex-husband isn't that special. I can find another guy to replace him. The problem is, most men don't want to replace your husband. All they want to do is just take you for a pump and dump. At best, they look at you and they're like, okay, you're 42. You're still looking good for a 42-year-old. I got a spot on my roster. You could be the side chick. And you're like, oh my God, this is gross. I don't want to be a side chick. If you don't want to be a side chick and you want to deal with the wonders of modern day dating, then why did you leave your husband? It looks like you're looking for something that you just left. You just wanted to change the flavor up a little bit. You wanted him to be a little bit more different. Oh, I want to go find myself, but I want the exact same type of man who I'm leaving because I don't want to be with him anymore. It's like changing a tire, right? I'm just going to go out there and find my new soulmate. Well, what can I say, sister? This was your choice. You're out there now. And how does this gorilla know that this soccer mom divorced her husband? Oh, that's pretty simple. You see, in every TikTok that a man leaves, the woman makes it her mission to announce it on TikTok. He left me. And there are only a handful of videos out there that say that. Since overwhelmingly it's women that are leaving, they're like, oh, you know, dating is gross. I can't believe it's like this. My advice to you, sister, is run right back to your ex-husband. Hope that another woman didn't come in and swoop him up and beg him to take you back. I mean, you can say it's gross all you want, but the streets has got nothing to offer you other than Chad/Tyrone meat. Good luck.
Game over, man. It's game over.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.